Point 27, top 10 business skills to keep comedians from financially dying and quitting and ducking failure in comedy. Sell me this joke. People naturally steal other people's jokes. Can you sell one joke? Can you sell me one joke? By selling 2 jokes, now we are going to be professional comedians, because I can't tell you how many comedians have never sold one joke ever. They're quasi-stealing jokes. They're barely in as a working comedian. Other comedians don't respect you because they just see you as a tourist. Let's sell 2 jokes so that way we approach our platform and our craft with an ability to think, hey, I deserve to be here because I'm a pro comedian because I've sold 2 jokes already. This is how we're gonna sell our first 2 jokes. If you sell 0 jokes, your career will falter. This is how we're gonna sell joke 1. We are going to help write jokes that we hear while we're networking with other comedians. That only happens when we put pen to paper in a paper notebook. In our comedic paper notebook. In our comedic right in front of me. In our comedic paper notebook. This little piece of paper becomes a bigger piece of paper, becomes a joke that we're selling. Initially, are you going to be selling your first joke for $5 million? If you believe entrepreneurship content that is out there, yes. You think you go 0 to 4 million and now you're in flow state. Oh no. The reason I'm so significant inside of every field that I land myself into or insert myself, just the tip, is because I know what it's going to get you off of 0. People don't understand 0. We emotionally feel it, but if you even mention bankruptcy, people just hit a panic, which is way below 0. This is how to get 0 to 2. Wrapping up point number 27, sell me this joke. This is how to co-author a joke and then sell it. This joke that I help you write, would you pay me $400 for? Would you? Because this is a good joke and I helped you write your joke. And you could deny it or you could fuck me out of this credit. I don't care because I'm just that good. Do you love this pitch so far? Let me repeat that. I just help you write that joke. Would you pay me $500? Remember, this person doesn't have money for the 2-drink minimum at open mic night. They're borrowing and they'll be like, I'll hit you back some other time. They don't have money for 2 drinks. Are they gonna do a deal for $500? You're gonna make them sweat for it, which is hilarious. I just help you write a joke. Or adjusted, these are your notes, right? Comedians are always, actually not. A lot of comedians don't even give each other notes anymore, which is what Sell Me This Joke is point 27. Do you see how Sell Me This Joke just turned into a flagship thing? Because most comedians are now no longer giving each other notes because they can't find a pen and nobody's texting people because they're just like, yeah, hit my Insta, hit my LinkedIn. Guess what? That collaboration never gonna happen. So Sell Me This Joke, point number 27, now also is pay me for this page of notes. But let's just focus on Sell Me This Joke. Passing notes value addedly. back to person who couldn't afford 2 drinks to perform at the comedy show, pay to play. We now say, that's a good joke. Are you willing to pay me $500? Look, you'll probably just steal this. That's okay, because that's what I do. I sell jokes. Do you see how you are the fast-talking comedian that can talk nuns out of their non-existent underwear because they came to your comedy show with no underwear on? You are the pussy magnet who crossed over to vagina whisperer. You are that guy. Would you buy this joke for $500? Tell you what, if you say 2 positive things about me on stage, since you go on before me, I'll give you $250 back every time you mention my name. By selling jokes using the Larry Chang reverse rebate model, by selling jokes like that, you transcend, transport, and rise by crossing the chasm of your stuff's innovative and you think you can be great, but you don't have a monster notebook. You don't have a monster notebook. When you pull it out, this is hilarious. It's got a monster on the front and a monster on the back. That's selling jokes using your notebook. Point number 28, which is, let's say you don't have enough money for 2 phones, but you want to get a second phone, even if it's your dead phone, connected to Wi-Fi. Now you have a backup burner phone and a notebook. Heard of 2 girls, 1 cup? Well, we don't want to do that for views. We want to do 2 phones and 1 monster notebook. Because this is going to transition us to point number 29, which is learning to MC. When we have a notebook and we're taking notes, it looks like we are the MC. And people will ask us, hey, are you the MC? That's what point 29 is, which is the awesome avalanche of money, because you don't have to sell yourself as a comedian when you are a funny MC, master of ceremonies. MC work at just 2 gigs per month pays your rent. MC work is incredibly easy, but people aren't trying to do lead generation for MC work. So you have your notebook and you are looking already like an MC. A lot of people, when I show up to a comedy show, they're like, hey, do you work here? Is this your venue? That's the vibe that you want to have, is general manager vibe that is borderline MC, master of ceremonies. Back of the room merchandise, number 30. Do you see how all of these tips dovetail into each other? What kind of back of the room merchandise are you going to have? Are you going to spend $500 just so that way you later will try to sell it for $3,000? Yeah, guess what's going to happen? You're going to end up eating that merchandise. This is how to do back of the room merchandise. You first sell it, then you deliver it using mock-ups and prototypes, and not small margin deals. We want to do ginormously profitable high margin deals for back of the room merchandise, which is a DVD sleeve or a book cover jacket for top 10 comedian mistakes that kill comedians dead before their career even gets going. Or the back of the room merchandise, which is slapping a sticker on an existing pocket notebook, or taking an existing notebook and then stamping our little logo to it to be, would you like to join my mastermind? You get a free notebook, but you got to give me $7,200 right now. And when you give me $7,200, when you give me $7,200, I'll give you half the money back if you take 1 page of notes. So you are doing back of the room merchandise.